Hi, this video segment is about how to generate random numbers in C. After this video lecture, we will be able to reach two main objectives. First, we will be able to generate a sequence of random numbers with two functions from the stdlib library. And second, we will learn how random numbers are generated in C. The stdlib.h header file provides a rand function that generates a pseudo-random positive integer when called. The rand function by default returns a number between 0 and rand_max, that is a constant defined in stdlib. Rand max is guaranteed to be at least 32,767. Pretty much all the rand implementation I saw use 32,767 as rand_max. If we want a random number between a specific range, we can use the modulus operator. For instance, to specify a range from 0 to 9, we use rand%9. To set a lower limit for our range, our lower limit value can be added to the results of the rand function. For instance, to specify a range from 1 to 10 with 1 as lower limit, we use rand%9 plus 1. The numbers generated by the rand functions are pseudo-random. Pseudis in Greek means false. As the name suggests, pseudo-random numbers are not truly random. In fact, there is a function that generates them. This function generates the same sequence of numbers each time a program using rand is executed. In this slide, an implementation of the rand function from the Kernighan and Rich book is presented. Most of the generators use this method called linear congruential method. In this approach, a simple linear formula operates on the correct random number to get the next one. The current random number stored in the next variable is multiplied by a multiplier, and an offset is added to the product. This number is then divided, and its modulo with the rand_max is taken to provide us our random number. Implementation in the current GCC is more complicated than the implementation in this slide. However, it uses a method very similar to the linear congruential method. To generate a different sequence of numbers each time we executed rand, we need to set the so-called seed number. The seed starts the sequence of our pseudo-random numbers. By default, the seed is set to 1. We can change the seed by specifying an alternative integer argument to the srand function. For example, srand6 will generate a sequence starting from 6 instead of 1. However, the same sequence starting from 6 will be repeated each time we run our code. To create a different number of random sequences upon successive execution, typically the rand function is seeded with the current time elapsed in seconds. This is achieved by using the srand time null function. To use the time function, we need to include the time.h header file. Here an example of how to use a random number generator to shuffle an array with the first 50 numbers and pick up 6 value from this shuffle array. We begin a new program with a preprocessor instruction to include input-output, random number, time, and string function. We add a main function that declares int and char variables. In the main function block, we add then the following statements. In the main, we first seed the random number generator with the current elapsed seconds value. Next, we fill an array with the numbers 0, 49 in sequence, and then shuffle the sequence into a random order. Next, still in the main block, we add the numbers from 6 array elements to a string. We then output the string with printf. At the end, the main function returns a zero integer.